In the previous lesson, we saw we can use polygonal modeling, ARD polygonal modeling, to create some architecture or structure for interior design, but also we can create the furniture design using a combination of modular and the grid snap, so modular design and polygonal modeling and curve modeling. So we can use a mixture of techniques and tools to get to our objective, to our goal. So we also developed here this using a reference image. So we either use some reference, which could be an image, a rough draft image, or could be a CAD drawing, or could be a simple grid setting in the software, or could be totally free. So if you don't want to use any reference, you can just model totally free as we did here. And then once you finish your building, you start to do some insets, and you can create openings for doors. You can turn this generic block into something more specific. For example, if I need to do a roof with this part of the model, I'm going to go to edit mode and start to do polygonal modeling. So we saw that the most important tools here are the extrusion, which lets you create additional part using mainly faces or polygons. This is why it's called polygonal modeling. And then we have the inset face, which is going to create a face within a face, and you can use that usually for creating like shelves, or again, we can create some framing and then the panel. And then we saw that we can use bevel if you want to add some more details in the corners, and we can use it to create rounded or chamfer corners. And then we have the LoopCut, also pretty important when we want to add more subdivisions to our model. And then we're going to see more tools also in this video. But before we get into more tools, I want to show you a couple of extra things you want to use in here, for example. So if I select the face selection here, and I start by using this to select, for example, the roof, I can right click and separate this, and this will become now a separate object, which will become the roof. And be careful also on the snap. I want to turn that off. If I want to do here a window with a frame, I'm going to select in edit mode, I'm going to select that part, which is going to become the frame, sorry, the glass panel, and I'm going to, again, separate that. And also I can separate this other part. So right click, separate selection. And so this now becomes the glass panel, this becomes the framing. And you can do that also for more complex things. For example, this part right here could become like, this could become all glass and panels. So you select all, you use the inset faces, and this time when you inset, instead of creating like a single frame like this, you can also do individual. So for each one of these, now we are defining frame and panels. So again, we separate that. There you go. And we can distinguish now this. There you go. And that's the framing right there. So this technique is perfect to go from a generic model and then distinguish the various parts like walls, roofs, framing, etc., etc. Now, if you want to make it real solid, we can use a modifier here on the right. So actually, I'm going to activate screencast keys also. So we can add a modifier, search for solidify. Solidify will turn everything that you're selecting as surfaces, will make it an actual solid, so you can use it in your model. So also here, I'm going to solidify the glass panel. There you go. And of course, we can reassemble everything here, just putting it back into position. And there you go. So that's a technique. So we can call this modeling by dividing the various parts. So we are kind of subtracting parts one by one and defining that as something. So here, for example, we can extract this by separating this selection, and this could become a wall. And another option here is to extrude. So instead of solidify, you can use the extrude, and you can type the number of the extrusion here will be like 30 centimeters for a wall, and that becomes a wall. And for the roof, again, we can solidify or we can extrude depending on the effect that we want to have. And we have different types here. We can here extrude along the normals. So this is going to go like this, or we can extrude simply by going up, etc., etc. So depending on the situation, you can change, or you can solidify. And when you solidify, you may want to use here the even thickness, so you have the same thickness in every part. If you're interested in 3D architecture and 3D design, architectural modeling, things like that, we created a video course called 3D architecture that you can find in the channel, which will explain these and more techniques to develop quick concepts like modeling for architecture, and then like more detailing, etc., with a lot of add-ons that can be helpful to you if you're doing, again, architecture, interiors, and things like that. Now, in the previous lesson, lesson 9, we imported a CAD file. And from this CAD file, we extruded a 3D, so using the curve extrusion. So we can also export from Blender. We can export the XF based on our 3D model. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But before, I also want to show you how you can continue from this situation and do more polygonal modeling with this. So I'm going to copy this with a Control-C, copy, and I'm going to paste it in this other project. So I'm going to do here, we need to exit edit mode and do Control-V. There you go. So we have this other model right here. And so how we continue with this, I'm going to show you shortly. Let me just put it aside. Okay. And so how we can create a CAD drawing out of this other one that we created in the previous lesson, for example. Well, we have a couple of options. So we can use some add-ons, and let's go to Edit, Preferences, Get Extensions. And to do the section, we can use the section toolbox, which I've already installed, as you can see, but you can quickly install it from here. And then I also want to suggest another one that can be helpful for polygonal modeling, which is called the Edit Mesh Tools. And I'm going to show you quickly some things that you can do with that. So install those two add-ons. And let's start with the first, which is the section. So I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to expand the sidebar, and you're going to find the section toolbox right here. So what you can do with this, you can create a section box from the selection. So you can see we have like an area, and everything outside that area is not visible. So if I move the box around, you can see it works kind of like a Boolean. So it's going to show you only some pieces here. And if I increase the size of the box, I can see a little bit more. So I'm just going to make it bigger. And then if I move it like up or down, I can see only part of the model. So this can work as a 3D plan view of the model, which can be watched from the top. Or maybe you want to do like a section. So you want to see inside your building, etc., etc. So this is one way you can use it. I'm not going to show you everything here because there is a lot of stuff going on. So let me now delete this section box. And the other tool is the plane, the section plane. So let me expand a little bit so we can read a little bit better, and we can create a plane. There you go. And we can position the plane here in the, let's put it up a little bit where we want to cut. Usually we cut in when we do project, we cut 1 meter 50, 1 meter 60, and then here we can make it bigger so that it